And I remember you watching one episode and you said about your dad. And I said if I was going to mention it, I was going to say to you, bro, don't do what I did because it will eat you up. In this life, when it comes to parents, I feel like there's many people in this life that, you might not never forgive, but parents, even if you ain't going to speak to them every day, just in your heart, just say that, listen, I forgive you for everything and live your life because God forbid the day they do pass, it's going to kill you.
Hey, James, man, congrats on the goal yesterday.
Yeah, that one there, I wasn't even going to talk about it, but yesterday, banger.
Yeah?
Yeah, banger.
4-3 win as well, so.
Yeah, it was good still.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that someone like got ready for today's interview. Like, can we get any names?
Someone went shopping. Just have a look around.
Have a look around. You know who it is.
We know who went shopping for this episode.
Definitely not me.
Definitely not me.
We come straight from the gym.
Come on, Jam. Easy, Jam.
Jam, man,
Easy, Jam.
I like you. Look, these are just some of the things that were just hanging in the wardrobe.
Come on.
How long have I had these? Be honest. Come on, man.
No, but we're not talking about the prep.
Jam, do you want me to tell the truth? Do you want me to tell the truth?
Jacket.
What truth?
You went shopping.
When?
See, why did you ask me? You went shopping. Should have asked me. You went shopping for this episode.
I like it.
You went shopping for this episode, boys.
I went and got a t-shirt. This is the newest thing on
It
me.
is hard.
What do you want from me? You got to wear
Okay, so
white
what
tee.
item did you buy? Just one.
The tee.
That jacket.
I got receipts, Jam.
What receipt?
Messages.
Bring it.
Pit photos.
Bring it. Are you trying? Don't try to draw me out.
Jamal.
Bring it out, bro.
Listen, just saying it.
Alright, what about that hat though?
Wait. Let me just even touch up on that right now.
Oh, you see?
Live live and direct. The other day he tried to get onto me about wearing my hat backwards. Look what he's doing now.
Deep him.
Yeah, why are you wearing your hat backwards? You got onto him?
Yeah.
Medy's one wasn't backwards. Medy's one was like 3:45 and
Oh my god.
It's a nice hat though, man.
No, it's a nice hat.
What is it? What is it?
Whoa, we're still going.
What's going on?
What's still going on?
Still going, isn't it?
You can answer the question.
Alright, anyways.
go on.
I'm gonna touch on where I grew up. Obviously, it's the same with Fem. I grew up in Aylesbury estate, southeast London. Rough, but good. I enjoyed it. It was difficult getting out due to like the environment I was in. I left home young. But I want to talk about Mus. Where did you grow up and how was it for you?
I grew up in Peckham as well. Obviously known Femi from young. Commercial way. North Peckham estate, everybody knows that estate. They had to knock it down because the police weren't happy with it. But it was rough, but for me it's home, innit?
Yeah.
I've lived in many places in England, abroad and everything, and it's the only place that I kind of feel like I'm at my ease. I don't ever feel like I'm troubled or whatever. Obviously, a lot of people obviously know me there, so I've never really been troubled. But it's to everybody else. The minute I say Peckham, especially in football, they're like, "Raw."
You're from the ends.
Straight away. I don't know if they kind of judge me from the get-go or what, but it's just what it is, isn't it? Like, for me, it's home. That's where I've learned to deal with life, really.
Did you know a lot of like rough people in the area?
Yeah.
So
I was probably a part of it when I was but it's just it was my environment, innit?
yeah.
So I didn't really have a choice, really. Until I decided that I was going to take football really serious. I was in it deep. So I avoided a lot of trouble. Obviously, I got arrested a few times and like the norm, but nothing too serious. And I got out of it quite early, man.
I was gonna say, Muzza, you touched on something. You said this is where you feel at home and that. But knowing from where you come from, where there's trouble, gangs, whatnot, you moving out like abroad or other cities in the UK and that. But every time you come back to, say, South London, Peckham, it makes you feel at home. Why is that? Because you're getting away from all that, but you still, when you come back, it still makes you feel like at home.
You know what it is? It's more what I'm used to.
Okay.
So I'll come home, and the first place I'll go is to the chicken and chip shop. First place.
One.
He's not even lying.
PFC, no
Yeah,
joke.
yeah, yeah,
Everything. It's either CFC or PFC.
PFC. I went to
100%.
PFC.
Everybody that knows me knows the minute I'm down, boom. But like I've moved out of Peckham now. That house I rent it, but we live in Essex now. And the only reason why I moved is I didn't want my brother to kind of fall into that.
Okay.
And as much as I love Peckham and everything that it's taught me and it's made me the person that I am, I wouldn't want my kids to grow up there.
Yeah.
But for me, it is home.
Yeah, let's talk about the person that made you, because obviously I've known you for years now, Muzza, and first time I met you was in a place called Damiola Taylor Centre. Now this place is we call it Tech. Lots of people know it as Tech. Now it's a place where you go and play football, and like I said, James, like we're from Aylesbury, so there's a difference between Aylesbury footballers and Peckham footballers. Aylesbury footballers, we ain't good. Let's just have it right. You know what I mean? Let me tell you what all heart and muscle and bustle. You know what I mean?
No, bro, Reece Nelson. Come on.
Oh yeah,
big
but
up
he's
Reece
been at Arsenal.
Nelson.
He's been at Arsenal from.
See the way I bigged you
He's
up.
been at Arsenal from a kid, but like we're just hustle and bustle. Where Peckham is the talent. Do you know what I mean? That's the pool of talent. So only until I started going Peckham around 13, 14 years old, that's when I became all right at football. You know what I mean? So I started learning how to play football properly.
What team did you play
talent.
for? Like, what team did you go for?
I joined a team called SMF Peckham back then.
Okay.
Yeah.
What professional team did you go to? What was your first professional team?
You tell me.
Here we go.
Like I'm saying, so obviously, that's the pool innit of talent. So tell us a little bit about this Damiola Taylor Centre, because I know it breeded a lot of footballers.
You know what, Damiola Taylor Centre, a lot of people say it's about football, but it was more about teaching you how to, for one, it was obviously keeping us out of trouble.
Yeah.
But there were so many things, like we had obviously the dance classes, obviously you had the tournaments which everybody came out for. You even had cooking classes, art, you had everything going on there. But so it had everything for any type of interest really. But obviously the football was the main thing. Everybody came out. We had the biggest tournaments in Peckham where everybody would come and meet, and it was a place where I learned how to play my football. Anybody that obviously went there from young knew a guy called Dominic. I've known him since I was 5-6 years old, and he was the one that got me into football. And I always big him up in my posts and whatever, from time to time, and just say that, listen, if it weren't for him, I don't think I'd have probably been playing football and probably would have kind of fell off really. But to be honest though, I always had that drive, and I always said to myself, like, I'd be a professional. Even in school, the teachers used to be like, but most this. What happens if you break your leg? And I was just like, well, if I break my leg, but I know I'm going to bring it to professional football. So I always had that belief, and
And did you happen to know Damiola Taylor?
Not personally. Obviously, you've seen him around. When it did happen, they obviously.
For the people that's not on camera, what actually happened?
Obviously, he was killed. He was killed on his way home, and that one really rocked Peckham. That's when you knew Peckham was bad, but
That's
I think that's when it kind of
I think that one was global. That was the first one.
Everybody kind of took a knife for Peckham, but obviously all the known boys around the area, we all got questioned and whatever. But funny enough, like a lot of us kind of thought we knew who did it, but obviously when you're not sure, you don't say. And the two boys that actually ended up doing it, we went primary school together, so it was mad.
Jamal, what was your bringing up like, and the area you was from?
East London. It's grimy. It's just one of them.
That's what it's grimy.
But it seems like
Stinks as well.
East is like a literally, it's like a different world to South. Like South seemed like another world. I don't know if you feel that, Meds, but it's just one of those places where council estates in the city. But I was quite fortunate. Yeah. My mum had a good job, took me out of that. Had my dad around me to support me as well. And obviously you mix with the wrong crowd at times, but at the end of the day, you're a product of your environment, you know? So who you hang around with is usually who you become. So if you hang around with the drug dealers, you might become a drug dealer, but it's just one of those things where you get caught up in the wrong crowd and sometimes you can lose your way a bit. But luckily for me, and like I think all of us, football kind of saved me. Because without football, I don't know where I'd be. I don't know about you guys, but Papa saved me. So, you know, we've all got friends that are doing bits and bobs that he shouldn't have done. And sometimes you might get involved, but there comes a time where you got to look at it and think, you know what? It's not the life man wants to lead, you know? So
Talk to us, Medy Jamal. Talk to us about this East London personality, because like East London, people from East London,
Just
men,
flamboyant.
the personalities are so different from people down south.
Black
You know us,
Nice clothes all the time.
Yeah,
nice
24/7.
we're reserved. South,
love girls.
people from south, we're reserved. You guys are.
You don't love things. You love girls.
No, I don't think so.
I think
you
East
know?
is more about money orientated, to be honest.
Nah,
Impossible.
You're all about fraud.
Nah.
No, it's definitely girls. It's definitely girls. You East London love girls. You lot are the most girls.
100%.
I disagree.
Not in terms of not in the area, but you lot get the most girls like, because you don't love it. That's
think
that's
so.
your
No,
that's
they're
your
the
focus.
I think
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
They're
they're the hungry.
You know what I feel? I feel like East London.
They're persistent.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
I feel like East London, where you, like James said,
Yeah.
fashion, how things look. I think
try
everyone
and
like.
make it all
I think
stylish,
everyone likes nice
stylish.
things, but if I could liken it to a place, it'd be like similar to like Harlem. If that makes sense, like everyone likes.
Yeah.
Okay,
nice
yeah,
bits and
America.
like,
Okay.
You know?
And what are you saying? What like Brooklyn?
I don't know about you lot, boy.
So what's your
South-
take on South? Yeah, we've said like what we think East is. What's your take on South?
I just think,
Aggressive.
bro,
It's like another world out there, seriously.
Like what? Give us an example.
You lot are just, growing up, I just thought you man are off key.
yeah.
Like, I never met a South Londoner and thought, yeah, he's a cool youth, you know. I was always looking at him like side eye, like, bro, like he might.
But that's because you're coming with a thing in your head already.
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
Is-
100%.
No.
Yes.
100%.
For me, I thought everyone's just on it in South. Everyone's just on this. That's for me. That's for me.
That's what it is, you know what it is? When we'd go out, we'd go to have fun.
Yeah.
You lot would come and lock off every single dance.
Yeah, that's our thing still.
Every dance.
that was
No,
our
it's-
thing.
Like, we're going to vibe, and you lot come to fight. Like, what are you fighting
For
for?
real.
Just enjoy yourselves.
No,
I heard that,
it's
but-
crazy.
I think for us, it's more about money. We're like more money orientated. Like we don't think about if we go to a dance, you lot are going there.
We've had this
for things.
convo. We've had this convo. Yeah.
Things.
Yeah, you lot are definitely
it's
going
more
there
like-
to collect.
We need to look better than the other man. Our money needs to be right. But for you lot, it's just gals.
No, I
But
don't
do
agree.
you know- alright, but
Man's making that seem like
Do you know what? Do you know one thing?
John.
Hey, do you know one thing that I do admire about you East guys? Yeah, and when I started having East London friends, I realized it is you guys are yourselves, man. You're free. Like, I feel like us,
we're stuck in a
we're
cage.
stuck in a
Yeah.
shell. Like,
Okay.
we're in our
Hardened,
shell. It's
hardened.
hard to. We don't know how to
We don't wanna
express
show the other
ourselves
side.
fully. You know what I mean? Whereas you East boys, yeah, like you
fair,
don't know
they're
how
a
to
bit
express
more posh,
themselves.
though, innit?
Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it?
bit more posh.
And it's true. No, it's true because you lot are
But you
surrounded
are,
by
you are.
surrounded by
Posh
different
and East London
cultures.
will never go in
You
the
are
same
like-
You lot are
You
surrounded
lot
by
are in the
different
city,
cultures.
innit?
Yeah, you
again.
lot are surrounded by different cultures.
Hey,
So you're surrounded
and you lot
by
are in the
Asians,
city,
whites. Do
innit?
you know what I mean? Whereas us,
like, bro.
we're just surrounded by like.
You know what I mean?
you
You
know
lot
what I
used to
mean?
meet
So-
white girls from early.
Yeah, but you can't
Yeah.
say
You never
posh.
seen white
Can't say
girls.
posh. Let's not say posh.
No, it's
No, you
true.
lot are posh. You lot are
Posher
posh.
than us.
Yeah.
You're a lot
You
different.
take that.
But I do admire that about you guys because you lot are free. You lot are
Yeah.
you know how to express
and
yourself.
he's the best
And-
example of that.
Exactly.
But why is that
You know
though?
what I
Why do you feel, or from the time growing up in South, that you feel like
Do you know how I feel? We've always had to
Prove ourselves.
Yeah, you've got to always watch your back.
Yeah.
So we're kind of on edge all the time.
That's how
Always,
they
isn't
feel.
it?
Imagine we thought about it. That's
I
like
mean,
the
we've
same.
always had, you're always feel on edge. Like every time you leave your house or you're with your boys, you're always like, a madness could pop off at any
Yeah.
any second.
Someone look at you wrong. Like if someone looks at you wrong, you know straight away it's a problem.
It's a
But
problem.
I feel that's similar in a lot of areas though, because it's not like East is just harmony. There's also places
I
that
understand.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying-
a lot of the areas, there's a lot of bark and no bite, bro. The south, it just goes down.
feel you.
It used
Yeah.
to. Not now, obviously.
No, I hear you.
I'm a lot older, but
Yeah,
when I was growing up, it was mad.
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah. So yeah, man, holiday.
Holiday.
Holiday? We're having a holiday.
I don't know. Femi said holiday.
You said holiday.
No. So Mus, you just got back from Gambia. Talk to me. How was it, man? And why was you out there for so long?
To be fair, I just wanted to take a break from life, to be honest.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Hey, sorry, that's
my,
that's what we call rich people talking.
my no, not even from that
Let's take a
standpoint.
break from life.
Not even from that standpoint. If
No,
you're
no,
close
you
to
can
me,
say that, you know.
It's bad.
if
go on.
you're close to me, you know my dad passed.
Yeah.
So
Sorry to hear
at
that.
the time I was playing in Turkey. I ended up cancelling my contract. Ended up coming home, obviously, be with my family. I felt like that was the right thing. And to be honest, it was draining in Turkey. Yeah, the money's good, but sometimes money ain't it. My Jamal knows, I speak to him all the time. I felt like it was more important to be home, sort out the funeral and whatever. And after that was done, I just said to myself, I just needed a break. So I went Gambia. Obviously I was born there. I've got a holiday home there and yeah, I just went for 4 months to just chill and just take the last 6 months of the season off and just chill and just get that little hunger back, rest my body, rest my mind, and then hopefully go again in the summer.
How was and sorry to hear that your dad passed. How was that for you, going through that stage where you heard that he passed?
It was hard, because why it was hard is before he died, we didn't have the best of relationships. So I had that guilt. I've not said it to many people, to only my close people. And I remember you watching one episode and you said about your dad. And I said, if I was going to mention it, I was going to say to you, bro, don't do what I did, because it will eat you up. In this life here, when it comes to parents, I feel like there's many people in this life that, you might not never forgive, but parents, even if you ain't going to speak to them every day, just in your heart, just say that, listen, I forgive you for everything and live your life, because God forbid the day they do pass, it's going to kill you. And over the last 4 months, that's the main thing I've had to, I don't think if I was playing football, I would have been able to deal with it. So it's been perfect for me being home in Gambia, where it's more chilled. My mum's there, my family's there. I've got a good life set up there, and you know what I mean.
No, and that's probably one of the main reasons why I asked you, because obviously I know you from a long time ago through Fem and everything, and I know your family well. So when that situation happened, I wanted to know what was the situation like. So I appreciate you coming on and talking about that. So in terms of you being like in Gambia, how was that? Like, how is it over there?
Yeah,
Because it looks good on the snaps.
Good.
Business
Everybody that
booming.
knows Gambia is chilled. Obviously, I was there doing business as well. I'm into property and land and stuff like that, so I've been buying a lot of that. I've sold quite a lot to a lot of people in England since I've been here. But yeah, it was more go there with my family and just enjoy and just chill out. Obviously, the COVID here, you're in lockdown, you can't really enjoy yourself. There's no restrictions in Gambia. We can get up and go to the beach or the pool every day, eat whatever food we want. So yeah, for me it's a blessing that I can enjoy them type of things with my family and not have to think, I've got to, let me just sign somewhere in January just for the sake of it, just to get some bread in.
And that's big, because I feel like a lot of footballers, when they're out of contract, they're always thinking, let me just go to another team just to get the next paycheck. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So like for him to come out and say, listen, I'm just going to take my time away from football, it's massive.
It's true.
With that Muzza, you said that you've been doing business. What made you, obviously, your pops passed away. What made you go back to do business? Because not a lot of people, back in the days, not a lot of people used to go back to the country and do business and that.
No, to be honest, I started it before. Started buying plots of land. Obviously, I had money in the bank, and everybody knows that money in the bank, ain't it? Know what I mean?
People don't know that though.
Huh?
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that, but me and you have this conversation all the time, and investing's scary because you invest to see later. A lot of people, if I said to them now, all right, cool, I've got a plot of land for you for 5K, buy it, and I guarantee you in 3 or 4 years, you can either build an apartment block on it or whatever, or you could sell it off to somebody and make 4 or 5 times it. A lot of people wouldn't do it. But then if you said to them, let's fly to Dubai today and enjoy it, they'd go to Dubai.
Facts.
And that's the game changer. And me and Jam have this conversation all the time. Don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna stand there and act like I don't blow money. I've blown ridiculous amount of money on holidays, and we'll be coming back on the plane, everybody will be holding their heads. But obviously, it's life and you gotta enjoy it. You gotta enjoy it, but don't enjoy it until it's too late.
Yeah.
Because that one there, we've seen a lot of footballers and athletes and musicians and whatever come out of it with nothing.
It's about finding that balance, isn't it?
It has to be about balance. It has to be about balance.
It's true.
And for me, before you invest, before you enjoy with the rollies and all of that foolishness, bro, invest in.
It's mad that you say that because 10 years ago, I was speaking to my mum. 10 years ago, I was speaking to my mum, and she was like, I'm going back to Congo. Give me 3.5K, I'm gonna get you land and that. Like 7 acres, 8 acres. Trust me, like, I'm like, Mum, man, I'm gonna give you Congo like that. She took it. Right now, the thing, like you said, quadrupled, like.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
If you had bought it 10 years ago, you could have bought it for $1,000.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, but like, obviously land, they're not making any more of it in this world. So if you can acquire a solid asset like that, houses and stuff like that, bro, you got to do it, man. You have to do it. It's a game changer, honestly. Since I've got into it, probably about what, 5, 6 years ago.
How old is you? How old are you then?
I'd have been 26. But I tell you what, do you know what made me think about investing? After I did my ACL. Then I realized how quick football can change.
Yeah.
I was in the championship, top of my game, top goal scorer at Middlesbrough, flying. Boom, 89th minute of the game, I do my ACL and I'm out for 13 months. Only reason why I got lucky is I was doing so well at the time, I knew I weren't going to be left high and dry. You know what I mean? I still had a year left on my contract, so they gave me a new contract and everything. So I didn't really have no big pressure on me, but it kind of made me realize that, bro, football can change so quick and you can lose it all. I weren't willing to do that.
Yeah.
Me and Jam speak about it all the time. My biggest fear is going broke.
Facts.
Hundo.
I think a lot of footballers don't think about tomorrow, especially as when we're flying, we're flying. Football's the best. We're scoring, we're playing. But as you said, a little injury here or a loss of form,
It's true.
man's out of contract. But
It's true.
man have to think about next season, because especially at National League level where I play or where some we play, those contracts ain't coming thick and fast. And then some of them in the summer, they stop paying you until you go back to pre-season. So I always say to the young boys, just stack a little 10% of your wage just in case. Just that rainy day bread. Because as we know, the figures of players that go broke within, 3 or 4 years of playing.
Crazy.
Because their outgoings, they don't think, all right, you know what? If I stop playing or I don't have a team, how am I going to pay for this?
It's true.
So just stack a little, just for that year, 10%, 20%, just in case.
No, you're right. And it's
You
true.
can't-
It's
you
true
can't-
because
I think a lot of people fall into that trap of having to impress people, though. But you see, them people that you're impressing, when football's done, they're going to be the first people to laugh at you.
you're right.
And 90% of the time, it'll be the closest people to you.
Oh,
You know the people. You know the people that are enjoying it with you.
Yeah.
When you're doing that bottle show and everybody's jumping up and down in Libertine, they're going to be the first to laugh at you. I look at him. He used to be lit.
But how
Used
difficult
to.
is it for the young players though? Because you need to understand their point of view as well. Because imagine, like a young player coming from the same environment we're from, and you're getting tens and thousands of pounds a week, and then you're gonna tell them now, save some of your money. They're young. They're not going to think that. They're just going to think, listen, I've never had this before. I've never had that before. Yeah. So what do you think can be put into place to help them?
Listen to this. Yeah. So I think someone like Mus put answers that question, because when I met Mus, and I hope you don't mind me saying this. So when Mus first got the move to the champ, I remember going up Newcastle, see him and that, and it was a young Muzza Carayol, and it was money ain't a problem. Lavish lifestyle, mansion, boom. So then, I hope you don't mind me saying it. Mansion, 2 cars, boom. Then I moved up north. I signed for up north as well. So now me and Mus are living next to each other. This is only within a couple of years. Now, the Mus I'm seeing now is, whoa, what happened to the... No, he's earning more money than he first started. It's not like he felt he's earning more money, but it's like, where's the mansion? 2-bedroom apartment, 1 car, normal lifestyle, like, boom, boom, like, do you know what I mean? Like normal stuff. And I actually was like, rah, you live, like, for me, innit, I was like, rah, you live normal. And he taught me a lot. I can't lie, before I had that experience with Mus up there, he's the one that made me do things with money, all of this type of stuff. We have these conversations, you know what I mean? So he's the one that started it, that got me on board with it. Do you know what I mean? And it just goes to show, like what you said, that like there is a period where you can do the reckless, not reckless, but you're doing the reckless.
And that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying that. So does the young players now have to have a reckless period for them to get to the period where?
No, I think you do. Like you grow out of it though as well. But I also think that I've been reading the book Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. It talks about putting your money in different accounts. Yeah. So you have I
read that book.
An enjoyment account, food account, car account, just different accounts, books, learning, education, and I think you just got to prioritize and know when the right time to do it is. And don't try and keep up with no one. Yeah. Because you might be on 100 bags, but I'm only on 50. And he might be on 20. In their terms. Let's talk their terms. That's what we're talking to, yeah? He can't do what I'm doing, I can't do what you're doing. But I just got to know that it's all about timing. Yes. You just got to know that, you can't watch no one else's pocket. I just think you just got to pace yourself and your time will come. Enjoy yourself. Go and enjoy yourself. Go and enjoy yourself.
Saying you have to enjoy yourself because you work so hard, football's mentally draining. Yeah, of course. Like, and there's nothing worse than working so hard for something and not enjoying it. Know what I mean? Like you have to enjoy it. So, but there has to be an element of, bro, when football's done, I still want to live the same lifestyle. That should be the biggest thing. Obviously, first few things that we want to do, why I wanted to become a professional footballer is to look after my family. That's 100%. Always been my drive. Yeah. Everything else is a myth to me. I've had nice watches, I've had cars, I've lived in big houses. I've lived in a big house and realized I will never live in a big house ever again. But it's not fun at all. You're lonely as hell, you don't feel like home. Like I was up north on my own, dead. I'll never ever do it again. Watches and all that, there comes a time. I always said to myself, I always wanted a Rollie. Everyone from London, that's your dream when you're going, I always want a nice watch. I never bought a watch until I bought my first house. And I always said that. I'd only buy a watch after I bought a house. And that was it.
Respect that still.
And I didn't have a Rollie till I was 25, 26. But I could have bought one probably every single month from the age of 21. Yeah. No, but I just never chose to because I always said to myself, like, bro, I'm from the gutter. last thing I want to do is have to go back there, bro.
And this is why I wanted to get you on the show, because a lot of people that we know, they've had successful careers, but they're not in the green, if you know what I mean. And Muzza is one of those ones that's had a successful career.
What do you mean by the green?
They're not in the green. What do I mean by the green? They're doing things that they don't really want to do now.
Okay.
Because
they didn't
I
have
mean,
jobs.
they've earned millions. They've earned millions over their career, and now they're working. You know what I mean? Whereas Muzza is the rare breed where he's had a successful career, but he's ended in the green, and he's gonna go and continue to be successful in whatever he does after. So I feel like it was very important to bring you on to share this knowledge, because you need to help change the narrative.
I don't want to butt in, but
Yeah,
my
go on.
thing is, obviously, Muzza, you're a lot older now, and the younger players, there's a lot of pressures, bro. You look at social media, you're seeing the biggest cars, you're seeing the best watches, you're seeing the chains, and they're going off of that. So if you're gonna say now, okay, cool, they're gonna listen to this, and Muzza says, or like there's tens and thousands of Muzzas saying, listen, go and invest in this. They're not gonna listen to that.
Why though?
Because social media is such a big thing now.
No, I know, and I hear.
I respect what James said, because James is probably speaking for the
listen.
for
Also,
I've lived
James,
it.
what on
Speaking for the
Instagram?
youth,
Some
it's true.
Instagram ain't real, you know. That's what a lot of people
But
need to
they
realize.
don't know this.
They
It's
don't
what
know
they
this.
see.
What James
No,
was
it's,
saying was
it's the
true.
life. It's the life, and I just look at it as this year, and I said it to you one time. I'm the wealthiest I've ever been, and it's the most I've ever earned over the last few years. When I was earning your little 4, 5, 6, 7,000 pounds a week, I was living the most lavish lifestyle. Couldn't wait for payday. Now I could go without a payday for a whole year, and not even. I could go and sit in Gambia on the beach and not do anything. But when I was earning young, and I had to show everybody that I was doing my thing, Femi was talking about coming up to my house. I've got 2 cars, I live in a big house. Foolishness.
The money done, yeah.
I was trying to impress people that I had more than. What am I trying to impress you for, bro?
Yeah.
Know what I mean? And it's not until you sit down and I was like, nah, this can't be it, bro.
So, yeah, so when you said this can't be it, because the growth is incredible. Like I said, I saw 2 different Muzzas in the space of like a couple of years. So what was the changing point? What did you have a conversation with somebody, or what was it that just made you shift that mindset? Because like what James is saying, right? A lot of the youth, they're in that mode that you was in. Do you know what I mean? What was the trigger point that made you say, okay, that's not it?
No, I think it's more my injury.
Your injury.
My injury, and just realizing that, bro, like I did my knee really bad. Like anyone that knows me knows I did it like the full Monty proper. Like that's the thing the surgeon said to me. He said, like, if you're gonna do your knee, you do it like how you did. You do everything, so we can just sort it all out.
Yeah, but what if you never done your knee then? What would have been the other?
Yeah, do you reckon you would have still carried
You know
on?
what I mean? Like, what if you never done your knee?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, because I've always had that fear of going broke.
Yeah.
And I feel like you need to have that fear, because that fear is real. So many, but when you're talking, I'm a big NBA fan. And when you're looking at NBA players, bro, and we're earning peanuts to them. They're earning 30 mil, 40 mil a year. And some of them are going broke, bro. That's when you know you can really live a fast life.
Yeah.
So like all the cars and all of that, bro, it's a myth. I've lived it, bro. I've lost so many on cars. I cried to him about how much I lost on cars, bro. I had to, you know, when I knew cars were a myth, I had to pay, what was it, like 10, 15K to sell my own Range. Because the value had dropped that much compared to what I owed on it.
But James,
When
like
I
you
first
said,
decided to go abroad.
yeah.
So when I'm seeing people do it, and I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna stand there and be a preacher because I've lived it.
Yeah.
But enjoy, but keep a lot.
It's
But
got to be
don't
within
keep
reason. It's got to be within reason.
Balance, yeah.
Like, you know your limits. Like you say, like, you have to enjoy it to get out your system. You have to go to the Miamis, the LAs, the Dubais.
But go with the people that you can, when the talk comes,
And
because when that card machine's in front of you,
Everyone's going to toilet and that.
and you gotta pay it, and you gotta pay
I need to go
it.
to toilet.
Hey, we moved in there, bro.
I want to talk on that because we're talking about the people around you. How important are the people around you?
Massive.
Massive. But then, I don't like people putting the blame on people around them. You gotta take
Accountability.
Yeah, you gotta take accountability. You gotta take control of your situation.
100%. I
Because
agree.
Friends, family, women, everything.
Because a lot of us are Africans. Yeah, except this
Yeah.
over there. But
Good there.
when we grow up and we become a footballer, we become the head of the house, and it becomes our responsibility to look after the house.
Yeah.
We're not trying to look after the house for 15 years of our career. You want to look after them forever.
Yeah.
So that's always in the back of my mind. Like, I have a son now. So, bro, I've got to ramp it up 10 times, bro.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the things I buy, I'm thinking about, this is going to be for my son, not for me.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed enough. I'm going to get to 40 and I'm going to want to chill probably.
I hear you. I hear you,
know what I mean?
But you know when you said that, like, the people around you, you got to take responsibility. Yep, you're absolutely right. But at the same time, the people around you do have a factor.
Massively.
For example, now you, Jamal, since I started rolling with you guys, I've done that in terms of money management, financial. Boom, it's been about how long now? 6-7 years, whatever. Do you know what I mean? I've done that, shot through the roof. So
you got bed. Sit down. That's cool. Say that.
No, honestly,
Delivery is impeccable.
honestly, yeah, like, so if I didn't have you guys around me, would I be in the position I'm in now to be able to have the businesses I have or do what I'm doing?
Probably not.
Maybe not. Do you know what I mean? You guys played a part in that. So it is important because it's easy to have leeches.
Wow. Hey.
Leeches.
It's so easy to have leeches.
Them
Do
things
you know what I
take
mean?
accountability, bro. I mean, you can't blame it on them. People are always going to try and get a little out of you.
Yeah.
A lot of the time I speak about money and who changed my mind on money was Jam. But I used to look at Jam, and I used to be like, bro, he plays in a conference, and he's out here buying houses, he's doing his thing, he's comfortable. And I'm like, bro, I'm in the champ. If I don't finish and come out of this thing and I'm comfortable, put me in a bin, bro.
Yeah, you're done. Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, the mentality people need to get out of, and I'll tell you this, because I lived in this mentality. You're earning 10K a week. You go, yeah, cool. You know, when I start earning 15 or 20, I'll start saving.
Yeah.
Bro, see that one there? You know that saying? You'll end up in McDonald's.
End up in McDonald's.
Bro, that one there, because everybody does it. I'm not even talking about footballers. I'm talking about working people,
Life in general,
whatever. They're like, if I earn, I say to my sisters all about saving. We're always beefing. They're always laughing at me or calling me Mr. Investment. And I'm like, listen. They're always like, but if I was earning 200 or 300 pound more, I say no. Learn to manage what you have now.
Yeah.
And then when it comes, when you get more, you ain't gonna have a problem.
Do you know what it is? I was speaking to my friend's dad the other day, and he was like, when you want to teach people how to save, it has to feel good. So for example, if somebody's earning £100, telling them to put £50 away, it's not gonna motivate them.
It's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard.
It's not gonna last. You know what I mean? Tell them to put £50, they'll do it, then they'll stop doing it because it's hard.
Tell them to go cinema though. They'll send
£50
no
but if you told them to put £10, they might do that for a longer period. Do you know what I mean? And over time, it'll be more.
So a lot of the gurus obviously always saying at 10%.
Yeah.
10% in an investment fund.
Hey, time for Mr. Sorry.
But a lot of people,
Mr. Sorry.
money is a touchy subject for a lot of people. Finance is a touchy subject for a lot of
especially in
people.
the black community.
Like no one likes to look at their
stunting on each other. Nobody wants to talk about money because it gets awkward.
Yeah.
Because if we start talking now, but then we say, all right, cool, everybody open your internet banking now and back what you talk. People will be shuffling, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
But when it's time to show your rollie and your trackie and your clothes and your holidays,
You're ready.
everyone's lit.
Yeah.
Because everyone will fling it on a credit card and be
That's
acting like they're
crazy
doing their thing. Everybody will
that's
be like,
crazy to me.
we've had this conversation
Credit
before. We've
cards
been
to
booking
me.
holidays.
Crazy.
Remember
We've been
that time?
talking about booking holidays and people are talking about, oh
Like,
yeah,
I'm lucky.
don't worry man, I got 5K on my credit card.
Yeah, that story's mad.
Are you crazy?
That story's mad.
You know how long that's going to take you to pay off? And let's be real, most of the time we go on holidays for gal anyway. We do that in
I
enjoyment.
go for the sunshine and relaxation. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
No,
I know what you're on.
yeah, that comes a
Wait,
part of it.
no. What did you say?
I go for the sunshine and relaxation.
Should we talk about
been a long
Dubai?
season.
Should we talk about Dubai and
You wasn't there.
I was there. Club
You
White.
was there,
Should we
you
really
was
talk
there.
about it?
It wasn't.
Yeah, no, sunshine, yeah?
This guy
I was drinking.
starts pouring champagne on the floor.
Come on.
He should be the last.
I just want
I
to
go for the sunshine. And sunshine. I go for the
No filter hair,
sunshine.
you know.
And the champagne.
Hey, no smell filter hair, you know.
But this,
But back to what I was saying, yeah.
No. Fem, deep it. Cameron said, yeah, I just go for
Yeah,
the
I don't know what he's on
sunshine
over here,
and
boy.
champagne and the-
Why are you drawing me out?
this guy that has 7 outfits planned with the trainers on his floor.
I don't know what I'm wearing.
Hey, Jam, I want to go back to what James was saying about
Yeah,
the
I will
social
do.
media thing, yeah? About the pressure and that. Bro, I just think until you're comfortable within yourself, then forget about that. Because I remember back in the days, I was going training, the Range Rover, remember I had the Range Rover, whatever. It went, so my brother had a whip, yeah? This whip looked like it's been driving the whole of
When you say it
Congo.
went,
Yeah.
when you say it went, it
Like, yeah.
it stopped working.
No,
But it went back.
Went back.
Okay.
This whip looked like it's been through the whole of Congo, some Jeep, you know them African Jeeps and that. I'm thinking, should I get Uber or training or should I just drive the whip?
Out of pride.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh no man, I can't, bro. These times you're doing the don't eat it, I think, oh.
What team are you at?
Cambridge. So I'm even thinking,
And you were one of the main players there.
Yeah.
So imagine if you have that pride as one of the main players.
hey,
Imagine if you're a bit of a smaller fish.
I was thinking, nah, you can't. I said, you know what? Fuck it. Let me drive it in. I said, take the banter, then it's gone. Most people wouldn't have done what I've done because they don't want people to see them like. What cars come?
Bro, let me tell you something. I live in Essex now, yeah. If you live in any posh area, drive around there and look at all the nice houses and see the cars that are parked up outside.
I've been like Orient Chained and Chigwell.
Yeah.
Their cars are not lit.
Bro,
crazy.
But then go to South London and look at the council flats and you see bare Mercs parked up outside.
It's crazy.
Mad.
Everyone acts like they're lit. You don't need to keep up. Bro,
Stay in your lane,
I
man.
swear, I say it to anyone. If you've got a little countryside and you got some couple big houses, just drive around there and just see the cars. It will humble you. And you'll realize that, don't get me wrong, we all want to have a good life and drive nice cars. I'm not saying don't drive nice cars, but drive nice cars when you're lit and you know you can.
All right.
And you have an asset that's paying for it
about to say
and you
that.
know
Okay.
you're good.
Okay, so then that goes back to my point where these young players have the bread. They have the
They
bread.
do.
They're on 20,000, 30,000 a week. So can they have the lit cars? Can they have the nice houses?
You can, because it's part of your enjoyment. Like, if you're on 20, 30,000 pound a week and you're driving a 1,000 pound a month Range Rover, it's nothing. I'm not saying don't do that. But at the same time, make sure you set up for when football's finished that you're still
Yeah.
able to drive that range.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Big
And that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Like you have to, bro. Like you're gonna struggle being called a cunt by the fans for 15 years, and then you're probably gonna end up being one of the
them.
people in the stands.
Yeah.
The question you got to ask yourself is, do you want to just drive it while you're playing football, or do you want to drive it for the rest of your life? When you ask yourself that question, then you're like, all right, then you're gonna start thinking, I need to save for tomorrow.
And when you've got that bread, it's easy.
Yeah, it's all
Get your
relative.
parents around you. Get some people that you can really trust around you, and set up certain things, bro. It's easy with earning that type of money. Easy. I'm seeing people earning it playing in a conference south or conference. Know what I mean?
100%.
Like, I see people earning multiple houses, and they're not earning 10, 15,000, 20,000, 100 bags a week.
Nah, I don't know.
So you have no excuse, bro. You can't turn around and say, oh, but this person was taking money off me. You can't, bro. You have to take accountability. It don't matter how young you are.
Nah.
So what's your take on it, James? You think how would you go about telling these boys?
No, I understand what you're saying. My biggest thing is like it's so difficult for these younger players, isn't it? I feel like their mindset, it's gonna take time for them to have mindset like that we're talking about now, isn't it? So for them, like I always relate back to social media.
That's what we're giving them the game for, isn't it? That's what we're giving them the
This is
game.
what I'm trying to say to you. So like, that's why platforms like this is good because we're trying to give back and tell them, listen, this is what you need to do. Whether they take it or not, that's up to them. But it's difficult for them. So I can't blame them that they're not saving and doing all of these things because they don't have this knowledge. Football clubs are not teaching them this. Their parents are not teaching them this. It's just, they look at social media and say, okay.
Sometimes they are more than their parents. That's the thing as well, isn't it?
Do you know who was another game changer for me? Obviously, everybody here knows Dexter Blackstock.
Yeah.
See that guy there, yeah? Different breed of footballer.
I don't know too much about him, so talk to me about that.
Bro, just, if you, some people know his story.
He
Tried many businesses. Yeah.
Entrepreneur, man.
QPR, tried
yeah, bro.
many businesses into property. And I remember when I signed for Nottingham Forest, me and him, we used to sit next to each other and just listening to him talk. I remember the day when he was about to leave Nottingham Forest and he was going in for a pay-up. And he was like, and I was like, was your agent coming? He was like, no, I don't need my agent. So I'll go in there, bro, I'll thrash it out. You know how he talks already. And I was just like, no, this is how I gotta be. I can't turn, my career can't finish and I gotta be like, my agent did this, or it's my agent's fault. No, but I've got to take, like the last few deals I've done, I'd say my last three deals, done them all myself.
And that's there's a shift with that as well because we've seen Kevin De Bruyne do it.
Yeah.
Sterling's
doing it now.
Manny, he does it as well. Like,
I do it, and my mum's a lawyer, so she checks over my contract. So I give her the bread now. Because if I don't give her the bread, I'm gonna have to give her the bread anyway. So I may as well.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I may as well use her for what she is. So yeah, but but you have to, bro. You can't watch what's going on out there, bro. Because what's that saying? Not everything that glitters is gold.
Yeah.
And that's the realest in life, bro.
So
Because sit around your people, and I guarantee you, do it for banter one day. People talk the great game, bro. Tell them to open their internet banking, or tell you, or say to you, show me your investments.
Yeah.
Not everyone's as lit as they think they are, bro, or they say they are. When they're libertine is easy. If we're 5 man, everybody drop a little £500. We look lit.
Crazy.
But can you really do it for the rest of your life? Oh. No, bro.
So what's your advice in it? Because do you know what I mean by advice? Where do you enjoy spend your money?
On my family and
Your
friends.
family, friends. Okay, cool.
You lot have been around me. You lot come up to Cyprus. I don't mind paying for dinner or paying for this. Jam hates me paying for anything. He's always on to me about it. But for me, there's no better feeling than enjoying what I work hard for with my family and my friends. Like, no problem at all. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the type of person, yeah? I'll fly economy on my own. But if I'm with my family, I'll find business. Just so they can say, they've lived it.
Yeah, I get you.
You see what I'm saying?
I get you.
So, and that's what it is. Like, my mum's always on to me. I must know you got to enjoy some of your life. And I'm like, Mum, see that African mentality there? Leave it at the door for me, bro. Because I don't care. I'll give you an example. When I used to go Gambia at first, playing for the national team, everybody knows me in the country. I'd go and I'd call a
famous,
taxi.
yeah? Famous, yeah?
are you the president?
Gambia.
No, you're the president. You're the president.
James,
No,
James,
he's the president.
knows me in the country.
Don't get it twisted. In a couple of years,
Yeah.
it's a real possibility.
Bro,
It's a real possibility.
I used to get a taxi everywhere. And you know them the yellow and green taxis in Africa? I used to get that everywhere. I'll pull up outside the club, in a restaurant, everything. My mum used to be like, bro, what are you doing? Like, you can afford a nice car. Like, why don't you buy a Range Rover? Why don't you do this? I'm like, Mum, who am I here to impress? 95% of the people ain't got it like that. So why am I there to impress anyone?
Yeah.
And like, it's not only like recently I bought her a car, so now when I go, I drive it, so I'm kind of lit. But before,
What car is it?
yeah?
What car is it?
Just a little white thing.
You don't want to say the brand.
No, nothing major. Nothing major. Know what I mean? But it's like, it's that black and that African, we've all got that mentality. But I feel like in the black culture, it's really deep. Like, it's, show everybody you're this. And when you're in Africa, I've just come from England, I'm a footballer, I got to show. No, bro. Know what I mean?
I get you, man.
What you said, Muzza, is the biggest fact. I say it all the time. What you said about when you're on a plane, you're doing up the economy and that. But broski, I said this. Who do I say it to? I was saying it because I talked to a couple of girls and man them, like young G's, yeah, on my live and that. I said, man them, you got all this money, yeah. For me, I can't take a girl or someone that I'm seeing to the Shard and all these fancy restaurants and that when I ain't even taking my mumsy or something. That's mad.
That's crazy.
Like, I remember Boots was telling me, Boots sat down, I said, man, them are eating up Chinese in the best restaurants while their mum's eating Chinese around the corner shop. The one from... No, but I'll take my mum. I'll take my
To be
mum
honest,
there.
if I wanted to take my mum there, she'll probably say no.
Exactly.
No,
that's
no,
why I disagree with
that's
it.
what I'm saying.
That's exactly why I disagree with it. That's why I disagree with it. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, I'll take...
Your mum had to
No,
use
but I hear what
I
you're
would take my mum there and say...
Biddy. Can your mum use chopsticks?
James, don't
No,
kill me.
but what I'm saying,
Answer.
I rather take my mum to the place like, you get me, the best restaurants and that, and then she'll say, nah, it's not for me, then you get me.
That's priorities though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's priorities. A lot of people get their priorities mixed up.
You know,
like-
I've been lucky that my brother and my sisters are kind of around the same age as me. So from young, they've done the Novikovs, they've done all of that. Because if I'm taking my girl out, they're coming with me. You know what I mean? Everybody that knows me, I'm proper family orientated. Like,
Yeah.
Everywhere I've been,
Everywhere.
where
Yeah.
Mrs. and it's
like
lit or
they're
not, the
always with
family's
me.
there.
Yeah.
My sisters have been going funky Buddha since they were 18. So if I'm going to enjoy, you know what I mean? Because that's what I'm doing it for.
Yeah.
Let's live this life together. Or what or if I don't spend it on them, I'm just going to blow it on the leeches that you lot are talking about.
Yeah.
So may as well enjoy it on them.
No, it's true. It's true. I'm not sure about that one though, Meds though. I can't lie.
What's that?
My mum would just complain.
Well,
Yeah, no,
the bill comes out and it's £90 and she said, hey,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Are you talking about the priorities though? The priorities, like there's some people that just hustle backwards. Like their kids ain't kids ain't got the right clothes, but they're lacing a chick with the craziest swag. But he's talking about you're looking after the people that look after you, man.
Yeah, no, you gotta look after your family, man. You know what I mean?
That's it, man.
And the family orientation thing, I think is massive as well, man. Because like your family oriented, I am as well, most man. Family's everything, do you know what I mean? And yeah, there's nothing better than doing it with the people you love, you know what I mean? And as well as my actual immediate family, I've got friends that are our family as well. You know what I mean? And it's about us elevating all together. You know, I wouldn't think like to think it will be a good feeling if per se I'm up here and everybody, all my friends are here. It's like you're alone. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's about us all doing it together, being at the top together. You know what I mean? And elevating one another.
you have to.
Yeah, so that's what I
Because
think
those are, at the end of the day, those are the people you're going to enjoy with, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
But I think it's not even about elevating and trying to help them. It's more the conversations that you have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The conversations have got to be something different than to girls and holidays and whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like holidays and all that, you can enjoy that later. But get this bread that me and Jam have been talking about. When was the last time we went on holiday? Bro, and we banter each other all the time and say, all right, bro, we really fell off, you know. But like we used to go on a holiday and spend racks. Stupid amount of money.
I'd have a lot more money if I didn't meet him still.
Stupid amount of money.
All right, let's talk about
Andrew,
holiday.
actually.
Let's talk about Lee.
Yeah, you.
Let me tell you about holiday. Holiday makes me money.
Not
Let me explain to you how holidays make me
Me,
money.
boy.
Let me explain to you why holidays make me
What
money.
are you doing out there, bro?
Let me explain.
Hey, 50 cents.
I have never seen somebody budget for a holiday like Fem.
Bro,
Teach me,
holidays
boy.
make me
Oh,
money.
he's the best at it. No, he's the best at it.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't
need this
feel
lesson.
like-
I need this lesson.
James, you see the way.
But why has holiday made you money?
You see the way I budget for my holidays, so I don't feel it when I go and spend my money on holidays. But yeah, holidays make money. Do you know why? Because all that work I've been doing for the whole year round, yeah,
No,
I
100%.
finally release it, get it out of my system. So I can go. I promise you, you lot see it, man. The records are there. I can go 50 games playing, just calm.
Femi's
because I've got it out.
Big up your records.
Do you know what I mean? I can go. I've got it out of my system.
That's one thing
It
I
makes me
give
the
Femi,
money.
his mindset.
Do you know what I
This
mean?
is how we just explained that. We thought he was going to give us some gem eyes, but he flipped it
Bro,
on.
I get it all out there. It makes me money, bro.
mindset's
Like, I
crazy.
promise you now, if I didn't go on holiday, I'll be losing my mind. Like COVID, a hella growth came out of COVID because I couldn't go on holiday last year. So I had to make it work without a holiday, which was good. But for the most part, like, and don't get twisted, I've gone on holiday and I've done more than I should. I can't lie to you, you know what I mean?
We all have.
Miami,
We all have.
Up. Yeah.
I wanted to stay more in Miami.
But to be fair, one year Femi did the whole of America, bro.
That was a tour.
I was like, no,
That was
you
a tour.
That
really
summer
enjoyed it.
was crazy.
Nah, holidays.
Hey, the stories
I
were
promise you now.
Me and him have been looking at LA, but we can't trust ourselves. Not because the money's not there to spend.
Yeah.
It's more what we're trying to do. I ain't got that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he'll call me and go LA, and I'll go Jam.
Whoa.
I ain't got it.
Oh.
No. We'll call each other. We'll call each other at the blue.
That's better.
And I'll just say it to wind him up. Hey, we saying LA.
Okay, excited.
Yeah, but you're saying wind him up. But if he then says, yeah, we say,
No.
I'll turn around to him and go, Jam,
James.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie.
ain't got it like
I'm not gonna lie. You have to enjoy it, must.
But then-
No, you have to enjoy it. Don't get me
holiday,
wrong.
man.
You have to enjoy
Go,
it. But
fam.
Now, Fem, say
When I'm
your
doing
line.
certain
Say your line. Say your line
I'm not
about
good at it.
life.
Hey, a wise man once said, be about that life, but also be about life. You get me?
Listen,
bro,
facts.
I can't lie.
But-
All this, look,
Bro, I'm
listen,
not saying
you're
I don't
doing
enjoy
all
it.
right,
You don't
bro.
know me.
Go on holiday,
You don't
bro.
know me, I enjoy
Because
it.
it's almost over. Let's just have it right.
See, that one that I'm a bit... A lot of people say, yeah, life is short, enjoy it.
What happens
Bro,
if you live?
Bro, life is long as well, you know.
What happens if
No,
you live?
no, what I'm
You're
saying
just
is...
blowing your back.
no,
Hey, you still got another 30 years, bro.
Let
Then
me
what?
explain. Let me explain.
But because we was living large, now look at us, we're effed.
Let me explain. Let me explain.
yourself.
We're
Let me
effed.
explain. Look. The young,
Live
the
your
young,
life, you cut yourself.
bro. I'm not
Can
gonna
you
lie to
imagine? YOLO. Them
lie.
YOLO, man, you gotta look out for, you know?
Bro,
They'll leave you in the
listen to this
dumps,
though.
fam.
Listen to this though. Why I say just go, because bro, let's have it right. You guys got a couple years left. I got a couple years left. You got a couple years left.
Football-wise.
That's it. Not football. To the next chapter. Do you want to be 45 years old and be going to LA and that?
I can't laugh.
As Mandem and that?
Hey,
I can't laugh.
I'll be real. I'll be real.
It's a family thing. It's a family thing. It's a family thing.
I can't laugh. I've had my youth already still.
It's a family thing.
I've
You
seen
got what I'm saying?
40-year-olds and them really enjoy it still.
I can't lie. Diddy's really enjoying
But
himself.
that's why.
Really enjoying himself.
And that's what I say. That's what I say. You know that line of our life begins at 40.
Yeah.
It
I
does.
want to be able to shout the man them and go, hey, do you fancy a little break in Vegas?
And the only way you're going to do that...
Make sure you're
Bro,
getting.
it's true.
Make sure
I
you're
feel
getting.
you.
it. You're
But
not
the
getting
only-
off what
But
you
the only way
got
to do
there.
that, the only way to do that is to start now, though.
You
By now,
got to start now.
Start now.
bro, it goes too
we're
fast.
We're all doing that. Like, you lot have got this show.
But you know-
amazing show. In a couple of years, you never know what it could become. Like, I've already told Fem what I think it's going to become. But this is the foundation to get you to something we don't even know.
Right.
And that could be the start of it. So when he gives you that bird call, like, yeah, man, let's do it.
Make sure everyone got their bread right. Bready. Went to James. Bready.
But you know when we were all young,
Yeah.
when you were the youngest in the thing, and your older pros are telling you, listen, it goes quick. Brother,
Really goes
We're
quick.
here now, isn't it?
Flies.
Oh, it flies.
Really goes
bro.
quick.
Look at us
It
now.
flies.
That's why I'm listening to you, because I'm.
I can't remember 6 seasons ago or 7 seasons what games I played.
Femi always guns me when I talk about it. He's like, oh, you still talking about?
But I can't remember that thing. But that's how quick it flies,
It
bro.
goes quick, fam. It goes quick, and it's crazy, bro.
But yeah. No,
So
but
you got to look after it, man.
I feel like James, yeah, you've played a massive part in this talk today, because I feel like you're speaking for
You're speaking for the youngest.
youth.
Yeah,
so,
you're speaking for the youngest.
So everything you said is so valid, bro, because this is probably what they're thinking. You know what I mean? And I totally get it.
Because
You
it's
know
just
what I'm
like
saying?
it's difficult for them, because obviously you lot have got to a stage where you've had your experiences and gone through what you've gone through, but some of these kids haven't gone through that, innit? So for me to go and tell a 16-year-old, 17-year-old that's just signed for Chelsea on 20k a week, yeah, mate, listen, put 10% away. It's gonna look at me like, what are you talking about, bro?
No, but if you give
No,
him
but that's
the
why I always
reasons,
said I'll
though-
never be that nagging type of person.
Yeah, no, that's
No,
what
but
I'm
it's
trying
not
to say.
nag, it's a way though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't have to, if you just
No, but
educate.
my thing is, I believe there's certain experiences they have to go through for them to then get to that stage where they say, okay, you know what? Like Mus said, like he went through, like his injury played a part in it. Obviously, he's saying that even if he didn't have his injury, he might still think the same. But
to be honest, I was always interested in property. So I always knew when I finished football, that's what I'm going to do. And so that's what I said. Me and him always speak about. We both like property. And I want that smooth transition when I finish playing football. I don't want to sit down for 6-7 months or a year thinking about what I want to do. I mean, so many people have told me, oh yeah, do your coaching badges. Do this. No, bro, I don't want anything to do with football when I'm done.
No, I rate that.
I'm done.
That's good, man. Like,
if anything, I might become an agent because I'd rather be the 100% authentic person that young footballers need, because I know how important it is. You know what I mean? And everybody knows me. I don't sugarcoat anything for nobody. I'm so black and white.
Yeah.
No, I feel you. For me, it's all about preference, isn't it? So, like, it's about what a young footballer wants to get into. If they're not into property, they're not into. It doesn't have to be A or option B. It can be anything, as long as it's going to bring you back. Yeah. As long as it's an investment, it's going to bring you back money. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I feel like.
Investments are hard, and it scares people because obviously you're doing it for later.
Yeah.
And that's what I said earlier on. Like it's hard, but once you do get into it and you try it, bro, it becomes addictive. That buzz, it gives you that same buzz of football.
Yeah, but sometimes the best investment you can make is in yourself as well, though.
That's
you
true.
don't have to just be monetary things to invest in. It can be investing in your mind.
Yeah.
Like a lot of us, like, I didn't do well in school. But so when I started playing, I got loads of time after training. Man went back to uni, just in case ball didn't work out. Do you know what I mean? Just so I have something to fall back on. So when you're saying like we're investing, you can also invest in yourself. Just so you just...
You don't want to be stuck. You put me on loads of courses to be fair.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want to be stuck. You know, sometimes people, I know some people got released, and because all football's all they know, they don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
They feel stuck. They're going this country, that country, down low. Whereas if you just invest in yourself, took your time.
You don't need to panic. That panic, it takes all that panic and that fear away. And there's as footballers, we know there's no worse feeling than playing, and at that month, if the chairman said to you weren't getting paid, you were done. But once you've taken all that fear away and you know you got bread, you know you got cash flow from your properties, or you got cash flow from wherever, your business or whatever,
football be
that
easy.
fear goes away. You can play your football and enjoy it. Know what I mean?
Maybe that's why you scored last night.
No, that's, hey, fam, you're right though. James, that might be true though.
You know what I mean?
That might be true.
No, real talk.
Listen, I'm not gonna
There's no pressure on yourself.
no pressure. Let this come under.
Man slapped it from 30 yards. But no, moving on anyway, just to wrap it up. So obviously I know you and Medy haven't really played much this season. What does next season look like for you guys?
For me, I'm just trying to get back in. You know, I've got the business as well.
Yeah.
Just trying to sort that out. I've been speaking to you like back and forth with trying to get back into ball, but like it wasn't even my fault. I didn't even take time out. I was injured. I was at Bromley with James, you know. I thought everything was pat and everything's gonna go well, but certain things happened. But then I just started focusing on myself and the business. But hopefully next season, you know, I wanna get my head down somewhere and just do pre-season and get back into it. Really, yeah.
What you must?
Yeah, for me, same, to be honest. Obviously, I wanted to take this break. I've taken a break. I've still been training in Gambia. I was training with a team there, like helping them with their coaching sessions and whatever. So I'm probably as fit as I've been in a long time, to be honest. Body's feeling good, so yeah, just go again in the summer. I'll get and hopefully get back playing, because
England or abroad, or
qualified for the AFCON, so
you're gonna
I need to be on that flight.
Sign for England or sign in England or sign abroad?
I don't know, man.
I'm not saying come in England.
I hope
not coming back.
I want to stay abroad. I want to stay abroad.
Stay abroad.
The tax free hits different. So
you need to bring in James, man.
Yeah, I need to go abroad. Forget the England thing. England, I've had enough. It's enough.
I've had this convo with James a few times. Like, obviously, most Fem, Jams. We've been in England for so long. If we get another conference team, yeah, bro, close the ends down south. But for me, bro, with England, I'm done. If I get another team in England, it's just because I want to play football and I just want to enjoy it while I'm got the business here. But other than
pays
that,
the bills.
yeah, man, I just
bills.
want to go abroad.
Our generation, we were kind of told not to go abroad.
But this is what I'm saying.
We were told stay,
Yes.
where we thought going out there was
But you know
a
what?
bad career move. Where
But
really
you
and
know what?
truly,
You know what I would say? What I would say is pick your country right.
100%.
Pick your country right because it can go wrong.
But
Like I know there's a few of us that have played abroad and we're on the phone to each other and bro, it can become really stressful. So you gotta, yeah, the money might sound good, but what you gotta do for that money and the headache you gotta take for it, sometimes it's not worth it.
But you know what? Yeah, you see, one of the first people of our generation, yeah,
Go on.
well, that I know kind of personally, yeah, to make that bold move abroad is this guy right here.
And not a lot of people know that.
Not a lot of people know that, and he took that step.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, it's funny. I said I was talking to the younger lot, like you see the Tish, Tuba, all these Morgan, all these.
Yeah.
So they was like, nah, Med don't love football, man. Why are you going abroad and that? I said, bro, it's decent money and I'm going there to enjoy football.
It's a different
way of life.
Yeah, different
way of
experience.
life,
And I was going like Holland. I said, nah, you don't love football, man. You see, you only care about bread.
They
Bro,
brainwashed
fast
us,
forward 4 years, 5 years.
All of them abroad.
All of them abroad. It's mad. It's mad how things like that. You know?
Crazy.
It's mad.
One time for you, Trailblazer, man. One time
word.
for you, Meds, man.
Word.
You know what I mean? But yeah, boys, that's it, man.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Pleasure, my guys, man.
Pleasure
Thanks
having
Yeah.
us, guys.
Come on, man.
See each other again in summer. Yeah, we'll go somewhere, man.
For the day party.
Summer.
Where you lot going?
All right, we move.
Hey.